Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday morning. Yes, here in the Charlotte area, it's been snowing some and a little bit of snow, at least the closest that we've seen of snow this year. So it's quite exciting. Uh, anyway, hey, guess what? I wanted to hop on briefly and tell you, just as a word of encouragement, that you have to make a decision in life, that something has to click. And at the end of the day, we have to be able to decide that where we are right now, is this where we want to be? Or is this where we are comfortable and okay with being? Or do we know that God has more planned for us, that He has more purpose for our lives, right? So for me, I go back and I look at all of the different decisions I've made over my life. I look at the outcomes that came from those decisions, and it makes me very much deeply reflect to say, okay, Kim, this situation here worked out well. This situation didn't work out well. And what are you going to do about it? And I can tell you just for myself that I've made a decision that it's no way that God has respect of person. So if He can do something supernaturally wonderful and phenomenal in some generic person's life, fill in the blank as to who that is or who that is that you may know. Guess what? Then He can do it for you. And again, He doesn't have respect of persons. So what does that mean? That means that we have to make a decision that no matter what, we are not going to quit. We're not going to give up on this journey. We're not going to get discouraged to the point where we get faint at heart and decide, you know what, maybe it's not going to work for me. Yes, it is going to work for you. You deserve it. God is going to bless you more than you could have ever imagined possible. So make that decision to not quit. Again, I've talked about this before, going over, going under, going through, going around, but never, ever quitting. Never, ever quitting on what you know is the dream that God put on the inside of you. And I was wondering, like, okay, but how do you get to that point where you make that decision for real? And it's almost like something, I was listening to a video, and I don't even know who said it. Maybe it was Tony. I'm not sure who said it. But the point is, he said something has to click. Something has to click in your brain that is like, oh, this is what you mean, Lord. This is what you mean, atmosphere, universe, however people want to put it. But the point is, for me, I always say the Lord, because that's who I give homage and honor to. But whoever you give honor to, listen to me carefully. Something has to click on the inside of your head, in your brain. Register that I am going to make it. I am going to win. I am going to be everything that God purposed for me to be. And get that thing deep in your insides to the point where nothing throws you off. Nothing gets you out of sync with what you know God has for you. And it may be some very dark days. It may be some very cold days like it is today. And days that you feel like just giving up and feeling like, you know what? Maybe I just need to call this thing quits, because at the end of the day, it's not working out the way that I thought it would work out. But don't give up on your journey. Don't get discouraged. It's icy out here. It's slick. It's slippery in certain parts. But at the end of the day, I'm still out here. And all it takes is for us to give just some effort towards our own goals and our own dreams and our own passions and our own jobs, careers, families, whatever it is, giving some effort towards it. And you never ever know what is going to be the outcome as a result of that. I promise you that God is like, probably like, okay, I see this person right here is determined. She's determined to not give up. She's determined that no matter what obstacles keep coming in her path, no matter what keeps happening on her journey, she continues to still press forward and to implement the discipline. Something has to give. Something has to click. Something has to be done to get you to the other side. And like, for example, I'll tell you, because I heard this yesterday. Hi, how are you this morning? I heard this in a training. Obviously, we only use like about 10% of our brain or whatever. And so, but there's like 90 more percent that we have available to use. So how do we tap into that? How do we tap into the 90% that's not being used? We have to do something different than what we've always been doing. So if whatever is the discouragement or whatever is the agitation or whatever seems to not get you to the place in life where you're like, how are they getting this? Or how are they doing this? Whatever it is that it is for you, guess what? I'm going up a hill. I'm going up this hill. And when I go up this hill, okay, guess what I'm going to do today, y'all? I'm going to take the hill. I'm going to take the hill. Instead of letting the hill defeat me, I'm going to take the hill. And where I normally stop to be so out of breath and winded, I'm going to go just a little bit further. Okay. And guess what? I took the hill. Something clicked today in my heart, in my mind, that said, Kim, the hill can't defeat you. You're in charge of this. If you want to see a different outcome, you have to do something differently. And I'm not saying it's not going to be hard, because it wasn't hard. It's harder than it was yesterday sometimes. But when you make that decision, then no matter what comes, no matter what goes, something has to click. Something has to fall in place. It's got to be more than what I'm experiencing. If I say that I'm a child of God and He has 1,000, He has cattle on a hill, land, and the heavens are so beautiful, and He wants us to declare and decree things and call them into existence right here on this earth, then we have the power to change the outcome of our destiny. Make something click for yourself today. I'm obviously winded, but that's because I ran up the hill today that I can normally barely walk up. I ran. I hit that hill and I ran. What's a hill that's in your life? What's a hill that's blocking you from reaching the top? I don't know if you ever noticed, but there are some people that all of a sudden something clicked in their minds. Something clicked in their hearts. I was listening to a video, and this is where I got this concept from. That these people end up climbing mountains after having crushed legs, doing like all of these like Iron Man events and things that they were told by doctors that they would never be able to even walk again, let alone be able to do swimming and running and biking. What is it that you're asking God for? What is it that you want God to do differently in your life? And what are you willing to do What are you willing to do to see these results come in your life? Just think about that. What missing piece is happening in your life right now that needs to click and come together differently so that you can see a different outcome? I mean, it's freezing out here, y'all. But when you decide that you're going to do something differently, I promise you, even if it's slowly, you'll start to see a different outcome, a better result for your overall life. Hey, Chantel, how are you? Hey, Dennis, how are you? Glad you guys are going on this walk with me this morning. Listen, make sure you identify what you feel is the problem and the thing that's keeping you stagnant in life. Write it down, put it on a blank sheet of paper, and start asking God to give you wisdom and direction on how you can get over that hurdle so that you can see some of the fruits of your labor, some of the fruits of the things that God has purpose and destined for your life. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Get to your church services, hear the word of God, and let the Lord's word minister to your soul. All right, tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m., I have Sean Smalls, who's going to be on the Kim Jacobs Show at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he trains youth to become entrepreneurs, to create thriving businesses at a young age. So make sure you're in your seat. Make sure you tag your friends. Invite your friends. When I put the flyer up, I'll put the flyer up today. Invite your friends to be a part of the Kim Jacobs Show. All right, guys. God bless you all. And let something click. Let today be the first day of the rest of your brand new life. Okay? Hi, how are you? Let today be the first day of your brand new life that you're destined to have. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.